Hey folks, last time I was down here at Papaw Odell's, I did a video with an imaginary budget and I walked out of here without anything in hand. But today I am taking home a brand new guitar, so let's see what they have to offer. Okay, first up on the list of possibilities is this Boucher Studio OM model. I met these guys in Anaheim at the NAMM show. Really nice folks, and they make really nice guitars. This one comes in at $64.99 and it's made in Canada. Make sure you let me know what all of these sound like down in the comment section. Let's go to the next guitar. Okay, next up is the first of two Gallaghers we're trying out today. This is a GA72 OM model from 2021, and it is made out of Engelmann spruce and cocobolo for the back and sides. I mentioned in a lot of videos that I'm interested in these smaller bodied guitars because I can play way more comfortably for a lot longer period of time, if that makes sense. Because when you play a dreadnought, which you'll see in a second, your shoulder hikes up like this, and it makes flat picking, for me, a little bit more difficult than, say, if I'm playing with something smaller like this, where my shoulder can really kind of go down that direction. Just makes it easier because your arm kind of stays straighter, if that makes sense. Let's see what the next guitar sounds like. By the way, as always, if you're in the Cleveland, Tennessee, Chattanooga area, make sure you stop by Papaw Odell's. Drew's really nice. He lets me come in, play all these guitars, and it's a really fun place to hang out for the afternoon. This guitar is an Alvarex MDR 70E Sunburst 12 fret. The top is made out of solid AAA Sitka spruce, and the back and sides are made out of Indian rosewood. I've demoed this guitar in a previous video and it sounds even better than the first time. This is a 12 fret, which is a little unique, but man, this thing really packs a punch. Nice, solid, complete balance sound, I'd say. Kind of like the Gallagher, little less robust, but for the price, which is $12.99, that's a pretty good deal. Next guitar is the Yamaha FGX5 Gloss Red Label. I was really impressed with this guitar last time I was here. Solid Sitka spruce top, mahogany back and sides, comes with a hardshell case, and this one is $1899.99. All these Yamahas are marketed with the Atmos Feel pickup system. I've heard very good things. I'd love to plug this in, but that is an extra for $18.99. The Yamaha FGX5 Red Label. Next up is a guitar from Eastman. This is the E20MDR TC with thermo-cured Adirondack spruce top and Madagascar rosewood back and sides. This one's used. It comes with a hardshell case at $1,800. The last guitar was mahogany. This one is rosewood. Let me know if you can tell the big difference between these two tone woods, because they are the two most popular in the bluegrass genre, but they both have a distinctive sound. So let me know down below. Okay, so just like it is with a lot of used guitars, the main thing I feel with this one, or not the main thing, sounds great. The strings are a little used, and so that does play a factor with the sound and the tone. That's what I can feel from in front of the camera here. But Eastman, they really pack a punch for the price. I have never owned one. I've come close very many times, and this one sounds really good. Might come home with me today. $1,800, hint, is within my price range. And so let's see what else we got. There is a Martin that's also in this price range as well, and I want to show it to you guys. Okay, we all love a Martin on this channel. This is a 2013 Martin D18, and it has a hard shell case included. 2100. This one is used. This guitar definitely feels familiar because I play a D18. The guitar that this mostly feels like so far today is the Yamaha with the mahogany back and sides. All right, that's the Martin 2013. Was it a good year? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. All right, next guitar. All right, next up is the second Gallagher, the smaller body GC Custom. Drew, the owner of the shop here, which if you're in the area, stop by and say hey to him. He was talking this one up a little while ago. He's playing, we were doing some jamming, and this was the guitar that he pulled from his vast collection of instruments. It's a used model, and the strings are quite far apart compared to a regular guitar. I guess that would be the nut width, technically. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let's see how it sounds. Okay, not gonna lie, it took me a couple times to play that because I'm not used to this neck and that nut width. But these smaller bodies, they sound different. It kind of hits you in a different part of the eardrum, if you will. But they pack a punch. Like, it sounds really loud when I'm playing it here. These are, yeah, Gallagher's always sound great. Like I said, there's a bit of a learning curve when you change the neck width there, the nut width. But yeah, let me know what you think. Sounds great. Okay, next up is a Bedell. Stats are on the screen. It's got a spruce top, mahogany back and sides. This is a really beautiful guitar. Whole lot easier to play than the Gallagher. Nothing saying bad about it, but just I'm more used to this style. It's a dreadnought. Again, like when I'm playing the dreadnought body compared to what I was just playing with that smaller body, I at least really notice my shoulder being hiked up. And actually, now that I mention that, I've read a lot of interesting forum discussions and posts recently about folks that are really having issues, and they talk about like your muscles in your back and things like that. That's really interesting to me because I think that all impacts your playing. Anyway. Got one more guitar, and then I'm going to make a decision. We're walking out of here with something today. Okay, this is a steal, and I've always wanted a Blueridge. This is a BR40 Sitka spruce top with mahogany back and sides. This one comes in at $707.89. Saga Instruments is the company that makes these guitars, and I had a long discussion with the folks there at the NAMM show back in January, and super nice folks as well. Actually, I got a DM from Stuart, who you might recognize from his channel. After I posted the video talking about how nice the Blueridge people are, he said he had the same experience with them when he owned a music center as well. So take that into consideration. Let's do another lick, and then we'll go check out with a new guitar. By the way, I'm using a token A350 on all these demos. All right, back home, and before the big reveal, I'm going to talk about 3 main reasons why I bought this guitar today. Number 1 is that I think it sounds and looks really good for the price, so that's a no-brainer. Number 2 is that this one made the most sense to compare it against other guitars that I have here in the studio, because, hint, hint, it is made out of mahogany. And number 3, another hint here, outside of a Martin guitar, this is the brand that's most discussed, most talked about, most mentioned by you folks down in the comment section. Say, hey, these always pack above their weight class, this, that, and the other. And so, the guitar that I went for today was the Yamaha. And so this one just sounded great. I played it last time I was at Odell's. I almost bought it then. I think that was back in December. And like I said there in the 3 main reasons, this makes a whole lot of sense for multiple different angles here. So I'm really excited to play this more and to do in-depth reviews about this instrument. Spoiler alert, this is a couple days actually after I initially bought the guitar. I did play a 3-hour gig with it, and I can say confidently that I played better than I've played in a long time. Maybe like ever. I just really feel good about this guitar. And so I had a great gig. I will talk about that more on a video that's coming out in the next week. My initial first impressions. I do have some videos from the gig. You can kind of hear how it sounds. It's kind of crowded and noisy. But anyway, that's the guitar I went for. Let me know what you think about all this down in the comment section. Hey, I just did a big update to my beginner bluegrass guitar course last month, Flatpick Foundations. Folks inside are saying this about the course. Basically, if you got your GCD chords down rather, and you want to learn how to play the bluegrass style, maybe you don't know where to start. A lot of the lessons that I find online and elsewhere kind of over the top of my head even, and so I've really broke it down into an easy to understand, beginner-friendly course that's also a growing resource. So you get in there, you learn the basics, but there's also like tons of lessons being added because we always learn more songs as bluegrass players. We always learn different versions of the song. So that's going to kind of be forever, and get in there now. There's a lifetime subscription. That's what most folks go for, because when you're at this level, if you're really wanting to learn this style, usually takes a little bit of time. I'm not going to lie. A lot of the folks inside the program say they've been working through it slowly over the past year or so. So there it is, Flatpick Foundations. Go to this website. And again, let me know everything you think about this. This is a lot of fun to go find this guitar, and I hope you folks are going to enjoy the awesome series that's going to be surrounding this instrument. All right, so we'll see you on the next time. Subscribe to the channel if you found this valuable, and take care. Bye-bye.